Yo, 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 good evening, good evening, good evening.
Hello.
Mike and Kim here, outside in Arizona.
It's a little chilly. I put my robe on because I'm cold.
We're going to be digging on people's property. Looking for profits. Shh, guys, it's a secret.
What's the weather right now? Because I'm freezing.
I'm warm.
And really, you're warm?
Yeah.
It's 73.
73 degrees.
Cold.
Let me pull up the chat here.
73 and I'm cold.
Trying to knock out two birds with one stone here. I know it's a little dark. Hey, Tracy, and everybody else that's here.
I've got my glass of
Go
wine.
here.
Going with my wine tonight.
If there's trolls, I can't do anything with the trolls, man. What's up, Justin? Mike Hefner, hello from St. Petersburg, Florida. Cool. Hopefully it's warm, pretty warm out there in Florida. Jeremiah, Iron Fox. Let's try to find this video here, guys.
Somebody's trolling.
It's cool.
Justin trolling.
Just trolling along. Let me pause this. There we go. All right, so we're trying to knock out two birds with one stone. Just had some fiasco here tonight. Gotta watch out for these crazy people, guys. Hello from the Chicago Burbs. Hey, what's up, Brian Oakbrook?
Which Chicago? Oh, Oakbrook. Oakbrook.
Maybe he's not from Oakbrook. Maybe he's from Naperville.
Hello from
Chi-Town. It's hard to see that, so let me put the chat here. Hey, Tammy White,
Ooh,
Justin.
lots of people coming in.
MJ662. The Wrestling Burn. What's up?
New Jersey, Oakbrook.
Trevor, Christina. Hello from Tacoma. What was that?
Sounded like a car. Rhode Island, 24 degrees here, Burr. Yeah, Burr.
Brian is from Oakbrook. How can you tell?
23 in Alaska.
23.
Hillside,
Illinois, yeah. Good old stopping grounds.
There's somebody's car. That cop's car was.
Oh, was it?
Was squeaky.
32 here in South Jersey by Philly. Snow flurries earlier today. Ooh. Don't look forward to that anymore, guys.
Nope.
Wisconsin into his house. Yeah, we're just, I'm actually grilling, and we were just going to have a show here tonight. I'm going to show you guys a couple cool things I picked up at the thrift store in a little bit. Just wanted to do another Q&A because I thought the last one went pretty well, and we could shoot the stuff. So if you have any questions, definitely leave them down below. I'll try to look through them here, guys. Where's the cricket? He's MIA.
I think he's finally.
Yeah,
R.I.P.
He might be
Mr.
gone.
Cricket. Jiminy.
High of 15 tomorrow, says
Yeah.
Cynthia. Oh my gosh.
Brownsville in the house.
Texas in the house. You guys rock. Hopefully you guys are out there making money and listing, getting stuff done. The dog ate it. Yeah, maybe the cat got it. We got a cat, so. Mike, do you sell much jeans? That was our niche a long time ago, was selling women's and men's jeans. And believe it or not, we used to crush it at the flea market. Remember that?
Yeah, at the flea market, yeah.
$5 to $10 a pair of jeans, and the whole freaking table would be gone. It was amazing.
When you say $5 ship, do you mean you ship with media mail? Well, only if it's media.
Yeah, if like yesterday's video, if it's a book, yeah, it's going media mail. Some of those things I was showing yesterday, like $5 shipped. I wish I could turn the light a little different here, but I can't.
No, it's not much light.
Yeah, it's very small profit, but it's easy. I mean, it's listing a book on Amazon Merchant Fulfilled.
Yeah, and you have been crushing it the last 24 hours.
Look at that stack
I saw
right
the
there.
stack
There's
right
a stack
there.
there
I'm like,
that
oh my
it's going to be in a
gosh,
video
Nvidia's
tomorrow.
crushed it lately.
I don't know what happened, honestly, guys. Literally, this past 24 hours, it's like something happened with our Amazon account. Like everybody's buying paperback books.
Right.
And these are all penny books.
I think it's because people are on getting to be on spring break or close to spring break, another week or two. People are on spring break, and I know there's another teacher out there because I saw them comment on one of the videos, but and especially another Arizona teacher, I think it was, and I don't know about y'all, but I'll admit, I will share with you my dirty little secret.
Oh boy.
I love cheesy romance novels. I do. I love them. I can't help myself. And I think it's because my mind is constantly working all day, I'm constantly thinking about stuff, that when I read a book, I don't want to have to think. And I mean, I like other types of books too, but I mean, those ones are the best. And I've had a little wine, so I'll be a little bold.
Oh, boy.
Mike enjoys when I read a little romance novel,
Oh, God,
too.
here we go. Now we're turning into some freaking... Justin found a Grateful Dead shirt at the bins from 2000. That's considered vintage. Well, you got to remember this. With Grateful Dead, it all ended in, 95?
Yeah.
When Jerry died.
Yeah.
But still, if it's a recent Grateful Dead shirt should be worth some money, bud. I mean, you got the bins. You probably, paid $0.25 for it? Probably still worth some money, that's for sure. There was a question here I saw. Mark, do you use the JFJ resurface machine? I do. It's kind of a pain in the butt. There's better machines that are out there, but they're more money, right? Like right now, I'm working on this deal, and I was telling you last night about that vinyl cleaner.
Yeah.
This vinyl, you guys look up ultrasonic vinyl cleaners. They're pretty sick. Jose got a jersey for $4 and sold that jersey for $200. Cha-ching. Yeah. You know, I'll tell you what. I was at the thrift store today. I haven't gone all week. I walk in at.
I know. I'm a little like annoyed because you had said that you were not going to buy anything, and you did.
Yeah, I mean, I just went in there because it was 15 minutes to spare before I picked up Maddie. You know, and I'm like, I've got to just do something with my time, so why not go in there? Dude, place was packed. Now Wednesday was half off day. It was double parked. Cars double parked. I mean, I just drove by.
Snowbirds out here too.
Yeah. So I go in there today, and I'm just walking around like, okay, am I going to find anything on a Friday at 2:30? I cleaned house. I don't know what people are doing in there, walking around aimlessly.
And you didn't spend that much, and that's fine.
Yeah, I'll show you guys two things I got. It was just like, what's the deal here, right?
What do you use to take pictures of clothing?
Be More Lee. A lot of times I just use, because I don't have an eBay like hooked up to my phone. Well, I do, but it's only for buying. But if you just do if you have a smartphone, these smartphones are pretty killer these days. The photos are amazing.
Well, once you upgraded to the new iPhone, like the pictures were unbelievable quality.
So like right now, I just use just a point and shoot camera, nothing crazy. But if you like most people, people get confused when I say I don't have an eBay, but I don't physically list. Like, I mean, it's not in
your name. We use wholesale accounts.
So it's a whole long story. I'll talk about it another time, but.
We've talked about it before. If you go back and look at your videos, there's plenty of videos about why we do it, how we do it, what the reasoning is for that. Julia Quinn. Somebody asked me. Julia Quinn is my absolute favorite. I love the Bridgerton series. I could read it over and over and over again.
Yeah, Justin says he gets a lot of crazy Nike stuff living in Portland. Yeah, I could see that all day.
Somebody asked why we don't do jeans anymore. I don't like to do jeans on eBay. Again, it goes back to what we said last week. I'm the first to admit it. Women are crazy, and honestly, women's jeans aren't like men's jeans. Like Mike can say, oh, I'm a whatever, 34, 32 or whatever it is, right? And for the most part, all jeans fit the same for men for the most part. Women, we are totally different. I could be a size 8 in one jean and I could be a size 16 in a different brand. Like, it totally depends. And Mike would put the measurements on there, but honestly, I don't know about most women. I don't know my measurements. And to be quite frank, I don't even know that I want to know my measurements anymore. So
there's great money in it. But here's the thing.
There is.
When we were doing it before with like the basic brands, I mean, we were getting 30, 35 all day.
No, we were doing good, yeah.
And now, you can make some money with jeans, I mean, obviously the high-end stuff goes for really good money, but like the basic stuff, I mean, it's like fighting over a Nike t-shirt on eBay. I mean, really, you're lucky to get $15 shipped for some of these jeans.
Now, I will tell you, if you find New York & Company jeans, I've got to say, ladies, those are my favorite jeans. They have been for the last couple of years because they run pretty true to size, and they're comfortable. And I mean, from the get-go, they're comfortable. And the more you wash them, even when you first wash them and they're tight the first time you put them on, they're still comfortable. But I mean,
Tammy's getting jeans for 50 cents. So if you're getting them for 50 cents, the price point's there where you're pulling in $5, $6, $7, $8 profit. Yeah, then load it up.
Yeah, we're not.
Just remember, what the time it takes you to list these jeans. I mean, if it's taking you 30 minutes to list a jean that you're going to sell for $15, it might not be worth your time, right? But it's obviously worth your time to dig through the jeans because there are gems out there. I mean, I've sold $100 pairs of jeans and $150 pairs of jeans. I do sell jeans now, though. I mean, I've showed in the videos the past couple of weeks, a couple of jeans. I don't have that many, but if I'm out and about and the price is right, I'm in.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jose. I appreciate you guys watching the videos. I mean, we're just, like I said, we've always said this. We're just normal people, and the whole point of the videos is to say, find out what works for you. And then at the end of the day, we're not trying to sell you a pipe dream. We're trying to tell you, listen, you're going to have a freaking, Mercedes in a month, You're lucky to have a freaking 8-year-old minivan with bad brakes and terrible. Somebody's like, Mike, you got to replace the bulb on your turn signal. I'm like, I know.
Yes,
I replace it every month.
Yeah, this particular town and country minivan that we got, It was almost a lemon from the time we marched it off the lot there. It was crazy.
Yeah, half-ass picker. Do I clean Atari games? Only the outsides. If they don't, most of those Atari games are like steel. Honestly, they could be freaking craziness, beat up, dirty, and they play every time. Honestly, I rarely ever come across an Atari game that will not play. So I'm just cleaning the outsides.
See, and isn't that funny that something that old? I mean, you're talking what, 70s, late 70s, early 80s. You know, something that old was made so well that it almost is unbreakable. Almost.
Well, if you look at an Atari
and then you
game,
look at something nowadays, and you're like, you're lucky if you get 3 months out of it.
Everything that you buy today is designed to break down at some point. Like if you look at like the NES games, you know that the cartridge itself is somewhat exposed in the NES and the Super Nintendo, which that gets dirty. You got to clean a little bit. But the Atari, I mean, it's got a little small slot in there. I think there's somebody by our front door. I want to go check that. Can you check that?
There's somebody by the front door? Okay.
With those Atari games, you know, you're just looking at it as a small slot. And I mean, it's possible if it got submerged in water or something, it could not play. But at the end of the day, I mean, those things are usually built like tanks. Even like, you know, just the Nintendo games themselves. I mean, I've seen games, man, the whole boards are destroyed, like with water damage, and you just clean up a little bit. Polish those pins like I put in that video. There's other people out there that have got videos like that. Yeah, Nike Box says, hey, Mike, I have a Lexus LS. It's all your fault if you can't get up to my level. That's right, man. Got to freaking get that ride going. You know, the thing is for me, you know...
it's my fault. I wanted the minivan. There was nobody there.
Yeah, no. Like, for me, honestly...
Seriously, I will say the minivan was my fault.
But I'll tell you what,
I wanted a minivan.
That thing's come in handy so many damn times.
Anthony was playing baseball. Maddie was in cheer. We were constantly on the move and carting kids around and all their stuff and one place to the other, and so it you know, the minivan was my thing. I said I want a minivan, and so
I mean that thing has helped me tremendously over like getting auctions back in Chicago. Remember those?
Well, it has, yeah, absolutely.
You know, storage units. I mean, you can put a lot of stuff in a minivan, especially the Stone Go.
And if you take the seats out too, I mean, hell, we moved ourselves from we moved ourselves from Illinois to Arizona in a minivan with a trailer.
Like everything I'm touching is
up on the back. So
craziness.
What beer are you drinking tonight?
Ooh, this is some new stuff. I don't know if you can see it. It's by Four Peaks. I believe that's somewhat of a West Coast brew. Pitchfork Pale Ale. I go to my little honey hole over there of beers, and I'm like, what do you got new this week? They always got something new.
Is it skunky?
Yeah, you want to try some?
No, not if it's skunky. I hate that skunky beer. That is not for me.
There was other questions I saw here where we're flying through. Where was it? Hey, from Tucson, Ralph. Man, let's hook up, guys.
What
Pickers
size,
in Arizona.
What size boxes do you ship hats in?
9x6x4 boxes. You can get them on Amazon. They're relatively cheap. Yeah, I mean, there's money in jeans, guys. Don't get me wrong. I'm not bashing or saying anything about jeans.
There totally is. But it's just something that we chose to
get away from.
You know,
it's a you know what it is. I mean, honestly, it's a great entry level point to reselling.
It is. It's great, and it's good money.
It's kind of
it's
like the coffee mugs back in the day when people were like, "Oh, you just buy these coffee mugs for $0.25." I mean, it's like the same thing with T-shirts. You know, it's a great little entry level.
It's a great entry level thing to do. Heck, I mean, we, you know, for the longest time, our bread and butter was clothing and T-shirts and all that.
They're asking you, what are you drinking? Probably some kind of $300 bottle of wine, right?
Yeah.
Opus One. I mean, that's only what we do here in the Franco household.
We have
Opus
had
One.
that though. That was. Boy, that only took one glass.
That's when I used to make some real money. We'd get some good wines, but
actually tonight I'm drinking Entwine. Is what it's called. It's an Entwine Cabernet, and it was endorsed by Food Network. It's the one that they use on a lot of their shows, Entwine, and so I thought I'd give it a try, and it wasn't so bad. Do I go picking alone or just with Mike? No, I don't pick alone.
No, that'd be cool if you did, but you don't. Well, it'd be kind of cool for you just to go out, like, let me sleep in tomorrow. You go to hit garage sales and come back. That would be an interesting video. What does Kim get when Mike's not around? That would be fun.
I don't know about that.
I would like to see what you get.
What do I get when you're not around?
Yeah, like you just go out.
You would not like my picks. I don't think.
Well, I mean, hey, you know what? Remember that freaking bowl No, I got that.
You got that.
Yeah, okay.
I got those. I got Christmas ornaments
Yeah.
one time. But those sold.
Yeah.
They were good.
$2 Chuck. Opus 1, which vintage? Krillin. Only the 90s, dude. Okay? That's just how we roll. No, I don't... Well, the Opus 1s we used to get were like... I mean, that was in late 90s. 97,
no, that was
98,
in... No, that was in the 2000s.
Was it?
That was in the 2000s.
There was one here. Vlog over. Phoenix Gaming, what's up? Yeah, I mean, drummers talking about, if you can get them at good price points, jeans or whatever it is.
Any
I mean,
clothing.
if you see a profit potential and you know your time frame of what you can do to list it, how long is it going to take? If you could do it, especially we were talking about earlier, snap it on your iPhone, get a little white background or have some funky background. I mean, here, look, you can see behind us, it's all like stucco, right? That'd be a cool background.
Yeah, everything in
Snap the photo. Boom,
here
boom.
is stucco.
I drink alone, says Krillin.
Who's watching the grill, Mike?
Oh, jeez. Well, hey, if you start to see a big red light
right.
over here in the corner,
If you see the flames, yeah, honestly,
it's known to happen.
somebody asked about, is the resale business the only income you rely on? Yes and no. I mean, I am a teacher, so obviously I do make, I guess if you want to call it an income, I make an income. But of course, I don't get paid for 3 months out of the year. And to be honest, every year when we do the taxes, I just finished the taxes, Mike makes more than I do teaching. Well, my teaching salary is about half of what Mike makes reselling, if not more than half.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, I've got things in place. I mean, all these accounts. I mean, some people make fun of me online. I mean, there was a whole 3-hour show the other night of people just making fun of me, which I thought was funny. But
And
at the end of the day, I mean,
people do say that, like, I support you, and
Yeah.
I really, honestly, I know we said that last time, but I really don't think that they understand. Mike's money is my money is almost like the fun money, and your money, or my money goes to the bills, and his money goes to everything else.
But the thing is, this is okay. I'm gonna just explain to you right now. For everybody's laughed at me or said whatever, right? There is an advantage, honestly, to having multiple eBay accounts. Okay, I'm telling you guys. And as people are going to say, oh, yeah, here comes the conspiracy. I'm just telling you, go try it out, have multiple stores, and see what happens, because there's an algorithm in all this, okay? If there wasn't an algorithm, then some stores would have 90% sell-through rates, right? I mean, talking eBay stores, not people listing items and they're selling, on 7 days or whatever, right? But, and typically what I sell, it's all over the board. There was a question here. Where was this?
Oh, we got someone from Mexico.
Mike, what was up with the sad video with all the stores closing? Any backstory? They've been closed since we've been here. And, living in Illinois, I used to drive by all these places and look around and go, things are changing. The whole dynamics of just storefronts are changing. People aren't leaving their houses anymore. People, they're just going online, shopping on Amazon.
Well, it's really sad. When we moved here, we have this place called the Promenade, which is a
Cutting
mall.
out, it says. Okay, can you tell them to get off?
All right.
You want me to do that, or?
Well, no, I can.
Okay.
It doesn't look like it's cutting out.
Well, it's not cutting,
from
but
here.
they're saying it's cutting out. See, it's cutting out.
I saw one. See, it says he isn't on my end. I'm saying one person said it.
I mean,
but
are we
not-
live? Somebody confirm this. They're coming in
They're
great.
coming
Okay,
in great.
cool.
Oh yeah. So, so we have this place that had an Old Navy.
Cool.
There was
Thanks, Mr. Sadie. Appreciate
a
it.
Best Buy. There was all this stuff, and all this stuff from
Check the food.
where we are at it is closing, and so it is kind of a sad thing. JCPenney just announced that they are closing a bunch of stores, and we have a JCPenney right here, so I'm hoping that they don't close. We have a JCPenney, we have a Dillard's, we have a Kohl's. We don't have a lot out here. That definitely looks like.
Back up a little bit.
Oh, sorry.
No, that's okay. I mean, can you move over to the right 2 inches, please?
There, I'm over to the right, 2 inches.
The people are saying, that's kind of a sad video, and I didn't want to make it sad. Well, you're not out of the camera frame.
Well, you told me to move over 2 inches.
I was joking, Kim. Can you come back in the picture frame? There you are.
Oh, there
Hello.
she is. Well, I didn't want to disrupt your camera time, sir.
I don't need my camera time. I'll sit behind the camera. I'm the one that's going to edit my videos and stuff. I'm tired of looking at myself. Right? No, but I could see how that was sad, but it was. I wanted to drive that point home. That look at this. I don't know where this is coming from.
What are you doing now? What is the problem
it's like
with you?
grease everywhere.
Grease?
Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on. Everything I'm touching has got like grease on it.
Oh my gosh. See,
Maybe it is the pitchfork. Maybe it's
you know what? It could be
done.
the marinade that I put on the shish kebab.
Maybe it's leaking somewhere. I don't know. But I didn't want it to make like it's sad. I wanted to show you guys the honest truth. I mean, all of you guys can drive around your cities. You see empty, vacant places.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think is going to happen in a year from now, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, right?
Yeah.
I mean, part of those things are like history, you know? I mean, it's just everything's moved online and it's crazy. Yeah, Christina's Mike's wigging out. I'm doing drummer. I'm sweating grease. I must be doing something.
How long did it took you to use Dusty Roads and No Trees? I didn't quite get that
Wait.
one.
It's moving kind of fast.
Yeah, it is moving really fast.
Bought mannequins from Macy's
Kick
this
Mike
week.
out
Sold
of the
fast on
video and
Craigslist.
bring back. Kick you out.
Yeah, kick me out. Run the show yourself. Shoot.
I had to, you know what? This is horrible, but I told Mike, I'm like, you know what? How come every Friday I look like crap in these videos? And let me tell you, we have lice going around my classroom right now.
Huh?
There's like 8 kids in my class that have lice.
Did you check yourself before you wreck yourself?
That's why my hair is back, dude. Seriously, like my hair, I'm like slicking back my hair so as not to attract the lice in my room. Somebody asked me, I teach 5th grade right now. I am looking at moving back to junior high, which is where I really want to be, but I've spent the last 4 years in 5th grade, and while I love, there are things that I love about 5th grade, this has been a real rough year. And
Hustle and Grow says, are those the stores off that outlet? Yeah, Hustle and Grow, he's from Tucson. No, I filmed over there, but that's off of Florence in Casa Grande. I'm sure you know where that's at. It's actually the Casa Grande Mall, the original mall. It's just empty.
The outlet mall. There was an outlet mall.
Well,
it's called the outlet mall.
Yeah, but the original Casa Grande Mall, where there's a Kmart in there.
Oh,
that's where I filmed yesterday's videos.
Oh, okay.
Or the other day's videos.
Okay.
I don't remember.
I see ya. Yep, gotcha.
You buy any Nintendos today?
Nope.
No Nintendos. I got some clothing. I mean, I like clothing, but you know. So what's the name of your other eBay stores?
You know what? Honestly, there's a reason Mike doesn't share some of those.
Well, no. The one is King Shit. 1, 2, 3. Right. The other one is Don't Believe the Hype. No, I mean, you know, I've shared these. If you really want to look at 4 or 5 accounts, go watch my videos. If you have WorthPoint, okay, you can go find the stuff. The question is this: why are we worried about my other accounts? You know what I mean? I mean, am I lying to you guys? I mean, I'm not the one on YouTube trying to share. Hold on, I'm not the one on YouTube trying to share other people's things they sell. Like there's titles of videos, 20 things that sell for ridiculous profits, right?
But they never sold it.
Well, it's never their items.
Yeah.
Like they're just like, I mean, if I want to cherry pick eBay complete listings and make videos all day,
yeah,
I could do that, right? I'm just trying to be as transparent to some extent as I can be. But let me tell you this.
The problem is you see all the haters on there. I mean, a lot of you have commented, oh my God, why are there so many dislikes and whatever? There's tons of haters. There's so many things that I think people don't realize.
You know what people are doing right now? People are messaging on that one particular eBay account, right?
Yeah.
And eBay sent a letter or message to the owner saying, listen, you know, because eBay will penalize you if you don't reply to messages, believe it or not, okay? People are saying, oh, hey, Mike, what's up? And I'm like, dude, I don't get those messages. So if the guy's like, dude, what are you doing? I mean, again, just trying to.
We gave out the eBay account on one of the. He gave out the eBay account on one of the vlogs, and now people are trying to talk to him through it.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, I'm on Facebook, I'm on YouTube. I mean,
and so it's kind of causing a problem. So that's why.
Shamio.
That's why he won't give out the other accounts either.
Yeah, but the thing is this: I'm going to tell you something right now. Okay, in the future, you guys are going to see some pretty darn cool things, guys, coming from the channel that will be a lot more transparent than anybody's ever done. I mean, I'm going to show you some crazy stuff. It's all happening here. I'm really excited for it. And it's work. I mean, it's not like I'm going to say, listen, guys, look, I made $1 million this month. Yeah. But I'm just going to show you. Listen, here's $15,000, $20,000, $30,000. It's all right in the grasps, right? If that makes any sense. Hopefully we can, at some point, get to that point. But, yeah, here comes Wagger Khan. Yeah, I'm drinking alcohol. I mean, alcohol, last time I checked, is not illegal.
Cheers.
Hopefully you guys are having something. If you're not into liquor, I mean, if you're into tea or coffee, that's amazing, right?
I don't drink often, but when I do,
I only drink Pitchfork.
Red wine.
Alcohol is bad, sure, but you know what? Hey, so is a lot of things.
There's some medical journals out there that say a glass of red wine is good for you.
We can talk about this. We don't want to because I know some people, things are bad. I mean, some people think because my teeth aren't straight that maybe that's bad. I mean, it's
Madonna has a gap, and look at how successful she is.
Some people think Madonna's actually a man, and I'll believe it. There's a video on YouTube.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, did she turn into a man? Like, she wasn't always a man.
Well, she was a man, and they transformed her. Honestly, it's sick.
Really?
But you know what? When you watch the video, I know this is way off topic, but when you watch the video, you're almost convinced.
Because 1980s Madonna,
it's all about the hips.
Not 1980s Madonna, like, she was hot. Like, I totally wanted to be 1980s Madonna, but now, I mean, I guess if I was her age and I looked like that, who am I going to complain? I don't look like that, and I'm not her age, and I don't look like that, but, you know.
Yeah, do I have a PayPal spending limit? No, not at all. I mean, I've got a personal Michael Franco PayPal, and I got a business PayPal. There's no limit there. I mean, I could pull credit if I wanted to, but I don't know.
And that's another thing. You know, people talk about credit. There's something new going
around.
Rum
are good too. I mean, you know,
something new going around eBay, and we have never been the type of people to say go use credit for your business.
Yeah.
We rarely use credit. About the only time we use credit for...
Can you hold this phone? Because every time I come back, it gets greasy.
The only time we use credit for our business, honestly, is maybe during Christmas season, holiday season. Other than that, that's it. Oh, I wore the plastic bracelets. Yes, I did. And I had jelly shoes, too. Uh-huh. And neon, you go, girl. That's right, I did. I was hot. My hair, man, half a can of Aquanet. My hair was out to here. I was rocking it.
Oh, the old 80s. Yeah, I would like to see Batman take down the posers. Yeah, I mean, you know... Hey, I mean, you guys have plenty of options to watch, and you know, I've.
We appreciate the fact that you watch him.
Yeah, I mean, I really appreciate you guys watching, because if nobody's watching, then why make the videos, right? And I know, like, a lot of you guys. I mean, I see the comments. I do appreciate the support, but at the end of the day, it's like, you know, there's so much behind the scenes craziness that sometimes you've seen me. If you've been watching me for many years, you've seen the crazy global voodoo come out.
Yeah,
you know? And that's because it's, you know, some people say, well, because he's high as a kite. I haven't done any of that in freaking
It's been a long time. A long time. Uh-oh, there's a child tapping at me. Tap out.
Mike, are you a DJ before? No, I've never been a DJ. Somebody asked earlier, what have I done before reselling? I owned a freight forwarding company, which was import-export, doing full container loads, ocean container loads, and air freight from China. That was my specialty. Flew out to China many times, ran this business. I thought, wow, I got this opportunity now to add some investors in. It was like the meal ticket, right? Can't remember when I got that. It was a lot of hard work. I had clients like Harley Davidson was one of my clients. Saks Fifth Avenue was one of my clients.
Well, we had just had Maddie too, so it was a huge opportunity for 20-year-olds.
Yeah, it was a big opportunity, and because I busted my ass. Honestly, I was in sales. I mean, I went to college. I never finished college, right? College was never for me. It was more along the lines of just go out there and make it happen. And I was really good at sales. I was really good at speaking to people. I was really good to convince people, like, you know, hey man, you know, here's the prices. You know, you just, you know, kind of that whole sales guide, and not in a bad way. Some people always shit on sales. Yeah, people shit on salespeople, like, you know, oh, you're a car salesman, you know, and that wasn't my game. You know, when I called, you know, most of the time these people would either listen or I'd have to keep bothering them, sending them information, letters about the company.
People would honestly say you were an honest salesman.
Yeah.
Like, that's what people liked about you.
Well, you know,
there was no BS.
Most people said, dude, you are the honest bartender. And what is an honest bartender? An honest bartender, you know, when you come over to the bar, you maybe had a bad day, right? The bartender's going to talk to you, make you feel good, right? That was me. That's how I always sold things. Then I moved into robotics when I was doing the reselling, and you know, I was selling $500,000-$600,000 piece of equipment, and I mean, geez, traveling to Italy. I mean, it was pretty epic what I was doing. I remember, what was the one girl, the designer girl?
Kim didn't get to go, by the way.
Yeah. I mean, I met so many freaking famous people. It was
Kim
sick.
had to stay home and take care of the babies.
Yeah, it was a tough job, especially the robotics, because
that was
in the beginning it was amazing because we were the first to the market with granite countertops. Basically, we used a robot it's a robotic arm. Like if you ever seen those videos like KUKA or the automotive industry, we were basically one of the first people to take a robot into the marble and granite industry to cut the granite for your countertops for your house and your tile and all that shit, right? And I mean, we I mean, we did a lot of stuff in New York. We did Trump Towers. Mm-hmm. We did a lot of shit. And at the end of the day, you know, it just didn't work out. You know, and you know, it sucks because it happens like that. When other people are in control of your business, right, and there's more shareholders, that's what'll happen when greed comes in. Yeah. I mean, it's terrible. But I didn't want to go on to that. Dave B is at Lou Malnati's last week. Yeah, that's some good stuff.
Yeah, we gotta go up to Phoenix and get up
later,
there.
Jose. Pearl Jam for sure. Yep.
Yeah, we
so
go
Mike,
to rock
what is your
concerts.
niche?
We haven't been in a while though to a rock concert.
No, we need to do something. That Coachella's right in the corner, but I don't know if that's my vibe.
I don't know. We're probably too old for Coachella.
Are, right? What are you gonna do?
I mean,
Lady Gaga?
We're like those old hippies we used to see at concerts. You know, like we're probably them now.
Yeah, Misa says Mike's not a video game specialist. Said Mortal Kombat. I didn't believe that's what I said until I rewound the video, and I'm like, I did say that Mortal Kombat was Mario Kart. I don't know what I was thinking yesterday, but you know, it is true.
We're in the process of some personal
Iron Maiden be cool
things, and yuck, and so we're just tired.
No, well, here's what we'll do. I know the next show, Tool.
Ew.
Come on, Kim.
Ew.
You won't give Tool a chance.
I will not give Tool a chance. You would have to give me some cannabis cups winning stuff to get me into Tool. Because I'm telling you, I'm not.
JLM says he just sold something for $40 on Amazon and $10 in fees. Yeah, the Amazon fees are a little higher, right? I mean, especially the FBA stuff. Jeff Warner, come on up. What up, John Goodbyes? Got to get Johnny Goodbyes back in the game again.
You know what? I'll give you another little secret.
Tool? Yeah, Tool's
I'll give
awesome.
you another little secret. I hate Pink Floyd.
Oh gosh.
I know. Mike's gonna get a bunch of. There goes the thumbs down.
They're unsubscribing. We just lost 3,000 subscribers right off the bat.
Yeah, I don't like. You know what? And I will tell you why. I will check the meat. But I will give you the story as to why I hate Pink Floyd. Okay, my parents are young parents. Okay, my parents aren't even 60 years old yet. Okay, and so I can clearly remember being, I don't know, somewhere around 3 or 4 or so, and them having people over, and I don't know what was going on in the living room. There was drinking, and I'm going to assume at this point in time that there was some other stuff going on because this was the late 70s, okay? And
like Kool-Aid and stuff? And what
like Kool-Aid and whatever. And so
they're all unsubscribing.
I know. So I walked out of my bedroom, like I woke up in the middle of the night, and they were watching Pink Floyd The Wall, and it was the Sausage Factory part where all those kids are like being killed.
Money.
And it scarred me. It has scarred me for life to the point that I am no longer. No, I will listen to the Fishbowl song, and I will listen to the Fishbowl song, and I will listen to Money. And
remember just
is
unsubbed,
it.
He's like, dude, it's all Kim's fault.
That's
or my
it.
fault. One of my
like
fault.
those are the only
check the meat.
Those are the only 2 songs of Pink Floyd that I will listen to.
Time, Money. I mean,
Mike has tried over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And here's the worst part is that I know the words to the songs. I'm one of those people that, like, Conan could walk up to me or, like, Jimmy Fallon could walk up to me and say, hey, Kim, sing this song, and I could totally do it, but I hate them. So Mike, when the kids were, like, little, he was like, hey, guys, let's watch this cartoon. And I came home one night. I don't know where I was. I came home one night, and my children were watching The Wall with my husband, and I threw a hissy fit.
They thought it was interesting. Maddie texted me today from school. She goes, Dad, because I just showed her Almost Famous, that film.
Yeah.
Excellent film.
Yeah.
And she gave me this, like, I don't know, this text, like, all professional, right? Dad, what do you think the trauma, like, I mean, it was very...
She went to she's doing a psychology, yeah.
And I was like, what's going on here? Is she, like, texting the wrong person here?
No, she texted me, too. She had to do it. So, yeah, there's very little music that I dislike, and...
I just think you need to give, like, I mean, okay, Pink Floyd, I can understand that, right? But Tool? When we go up to Maynard's Winery, and he's there that one day...
Well, I'll drink his wine. I like his wine.
And I'm sitting with a little schoolgirl going, Maynard, bro.
So that'll be like the time that we went to California and we ate lunch with
Harrison Ford's
son, Ben.
That was cool.
That was awesome. We he bought us our dinner and we sat drinking with Ben Ford at Ford's filling station.
Was it your old style or Milwaukee's best?
Well, I don't know. I was drinking whatever his thing was.
Because remember, he was
drinking like old style or something.
Because he had a brew pub outside L.A. and he was like, he's like, I'm like, what do you drink? Because I'm like, I'll buy you a drink. He's like, well, it's my place. I'm like, well, there's something I can do for you.
And I had just, I like Ben Ford had been on like the Food Network and stuff, and so I was like, oh my god, it's Harrison Ford's son. Oh my god, right? Like, so I'm freaking out, and then Mike's like, just play it cool, Kim. So I'm all like,
I'm gonna check that out.
So I'm all like, yeah, so I love your food. How's it going? You know, right?
You'd have left me in a second for Harrison Ford's kid. I know you would. That's okay.
Okay, I kind of would have left you for the night.
Gold digger.
I kind of would have left you for the night.
You would have left me for the night.
I would have left you for the night. I gotta admit, I probably would have.
Nice. See how that works, guys?
Okay, but if we ever ran into Salma Hayek, you would leave me in a heartbeat for Salma Hayek.
I could talk to her, but where's she gonna go with me?
I'm just saying, if she was all like, "Ooh, Mike, you're so sexy,"
let's talk about Reselling, because people are like, "Dude, you guys are nuts."
Okay, yeah, we are nuts.
Jeremiah picked up 7 Pink Floyd LPs for $10. Dude, that's silly. I mean, that's money, right? With the Pink Floyd vinyl records. I mean, Mises, he's like, I want Kimmy, you know? People are crazy. Damn, she gone. Salma Hayek is overrated. Yeah, I mean, she hasn't been around in a while, but yeah, just I think
it's a hall pass. Like I swear to God, Mike knows this from the day we met, that if Brad Pitt should ever knock on my door.
Brad Pitt from
Legends of the Fall?
Legends of the Fall, or Brad Pitt now?
Any Brad Pitt. To be quite honest, any Brad Pitt would do.
Proposal. Any Brad Pitt will do.
Any Brad Pitt will do. I'll just take him any way I can get him.
Yeah, I got some cool Pearl Jam stuff. I've got I probably shouldn't be bragging about this. I've got pretty much audio and video, majority of the video for every show since the start to 2000. But I also have something pretty sweet most people don't have, that I actually got a cease and desist letter from Sony, right? They said, you need to go down, boy. Don't be sharing this with people. But I also have my own private recordings. I have private recordings if you guys are into that stuff.
Jeff Warner.
What do you say?
Jeff Warner.
Good kisser.
Johnny Goodbyes. I don't think so. How would you know? Well, wait. I just said I don't think so. Well, okay, but you don't know.
Craziness. Yeah, so I really hope you guys are out there making money, getting just a lot of people can come on YouTube and say different things. I mean, I've been on here for a long time. I look at a lot of these names and see you guys. I mean, it's like family, isn't it? You're like, man, it's perfect.
It is. You see people.
It's like we live next door.
Yeah, you see the same names all the times.
Oh, dude, freaking 75 Wish You Were Here sealed. That's killer. Yeah, I mean, my passion is music. The one thing that I don't collect much of. I mean, I do collect some video games, original NES sealed stuff, but I love classic rock music or Pearl Jam and shit like that, man. That's cool.
Actually, the kids, see, you kind of forced Pearl Jam on the kids early on, and they didn't appreciate it. Yeah. But now our 16-year-old is starting to love it.
He's playing Blackbird.
Maddie's playing Breathe, so they're starting to like some of it.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool.
Good people.
They're starting to listen to like Billy Joel and Elton John. And actually our kids have actually said recently, they're like, wow, they don't make music. I mean, and our teenagers, of course, listen
Hold the greasy phone.
All right. Listen to regular, the pop stuff or whatever. But they're actually starting to say, yeah, they don't make music like they used to. Like, there's no stories in the song. Cinderella, totally. Ooh, Pantera, no. Yeah, I once dated a guy who was into Pantera.
Cemetery Gates, Kim.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Have you ever heard Cemetery Gates?
I don't know if I have or not, to be honest with you.
I'll make sure you listen to that tonight. Cemetery Gates by Pantera.
No, I don't really need to listen to it.
Well,
Thank you.
You're going to listen to that before you go to bed.
Well, I don't think I
am. No way the meat isn't done yet. Dude, it's cooking. Yeah.
Alice in Chains. I do like some Alice in Chains, but I gotta be in the mood for Alice in Chains.
Lane Staley. I mean, yeah, he was a druggie.
But he's kind of a whiner though. Sometimes, like I have to be in the mood for whiny, depressing.
Johnny Cash,
music.
Dude. Who doesn't like
Johnny Cash, totally. Black Sabbath. No, see, I've never been into like the heavy like death metal, but I am so all about the hair
bands. You can't say
bands.
freaking Black Sabbath is like death metal.
I
You just can't.
but I am totally a hair band, 80s hair band girl.
Heart's good.
Heart's good.
I'll tell you what, that is the worst thing when you're going to...
I like AC/DC.
When you go to a thrift shop and you find Heart records and you're like, oh my God, this is cool. And then you look them up and you're like, dude, these are worthless.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Because people are selling for $4 or $5 ship. I don't know why, man. Heart's a freaking... Some of those Heart albums are
Do you remember the
damn
Thirsty
good.
Whale in Fox River Grove? I didn't think the Thirsty Whale was in Fox River Grove.
No, it wasn't in Palatine? Who was saying that?
Somebody said that, but I don't think the Thirsty Whale was in Fox River Grove.
Yeah, Brian Oprah Picker. Wasn't that in Palatine?
Totally.
Thirsty Whale, I believe, was in Palatine. Or right outside there.
Like, okay.
I went there. Yeah, it was a cool place.
Y'all, Brett Michaels lives here in Arizona, and I am dying to find his house. Okay, because honestly, I know he's kind of like a man whore, but
Boy
oh my
George.
God, I was so in love with him.
Yeah, hopefully I'm pronouncing your name right. Delante?
I mean, we've been to the Thirsty Whale,
Sold a
but I
Heart
don't think it
t-shirt
was
for
Fox River Grove.
$198. My biggest t-shirt sale ever. Yeah, I sold one for probably right around there, $150, $175. You find any vintage Heart shirts, man, oh my God. That's like money. And believe it or not, I sold it to a guy who wanted to take his daughter. Remember that? Mm-hmm. To the concert, and it was a small Heart shirt, and he paid up for it.
Yeah.
And then he texted me or messaged me after he went to the concert. It's like, oh my God, greatest experience ever. Because everybody at the concert walked up to this little girl.
Yeah.
It was like, where did you get that shirt? And it wasn't like a repop.
Yeah.
It was like legit.
I've got to say, though, that, like, I'm a Stevie Nicks fan. I'm a huge Stevie Nicks fan. And I had never been to a concert, and Mike took me to my first Stevie Nicks concert, and like Fleetwood Mac, like I'm in love with Fleetwood Mac. I always have
that was like the first of the $300 tickets.
Yeah, you had never even listened to Fleetwood Mac really until you met me.
Yeah, and I like Fleetwood Mac. I've got no problem with them.
And I remember when I was pregnant with Anthony, and the weekend before I gave birth with Anthony, it was Memorial Weekend. We went to I believe it was Memorial Weekend, or it was right around there. Because he was born in July, so it was like the last weekend of June. We went to a Pearl Jam show in Alpine Valley, and we had to buy seats because we couldn't sit in the lawn because I was so pregnant. So we went
Was that the Ice Bowl?
No, it wasn't. So we went to a Pearl Jam show, and then like 3 days later, we went to a Fleetwood Mac show in Rosemont.
Dude, did I set you up with that Fleetwood Mac show?
Dude,
come on,
give me fist bumps.
Dude,
you set me up, dude.
When Stevie Nicks was looking you in the eyes, I'm like, yeah, I got her now.
We had like the best tickets. I don't even know where Mike came up with this money to buy these tickets.
Selling bootleg T-shirts outside the venue. That's why I had to leave.
But like, I actually started crying when Stevie Nicks came on stage. Like, that was it. And I actually started going into labor in the middle of the concert. And I was like, I'm sitting there like listening to songs, I'm singing along, right? And I'm like, oh. And Mike's like, what's the matter? And I'm like, nothing's wrong. He's like, are you okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. Go get yourself a beer. Go ahead, go. And I'm like sitting there like having contractions in the middle of the show, and I was not leaving that show. Either Stevie Nicks was delivering my child,
SRV, yeah,
or I was not leaving the show until I
think we should just turn this channel into you, because everybody's like, no, it's great.
I'm sorry.
Because everybody's like, dude, I don't even want to hear about Mike anymore. You know, they're like, dude, they're so tired of hearing me, the daily vlogs. You know.
Seriously, I'm not even kidding you. Like 2 days later, I gave birth to Anthony. It wasn't even funny.
Hey, Mike, have you ever had any issues with disgruntled customers causing problems because of your address? How do you maintain in your eBay business, or is it not possible? I use P.O. boxes, and sometimes it's hard to do that when you're doing like FedEx shipments, because you can't use a FedEx return address for P.O. box, which sucks. But yeah, it could be an issue. Especially for me, honestly, because sometimes people will buy something just from our accounts knowing that they got my home address.
Yeah.
And then the people will, this is crazy, guys. People will go out there and make videos and, well, this guy says he's a millionaire. I'm like, I never saw a millionaire, and they're screen sharing my house, and it's nuts. But
where would you invest $5K right now?
Right now, honestly, do you want to work, or do you just want to freaking just, I mean, you're gonna have to buy some stuff, right?
I guess it depends.
Yeah, I mean,
what you want to do.
What are you good at? I mean, are you good at like listing things, or do you just want to take $5,000 and double it? If you want to double it, there's a lot of different things. I mean, and I'm talking right now. I'm gonna plug something really quick, guys. Okay?
Can you make $30 a month, Mike? Yes, he can.
Yeah, evening glass of wine. But you know, with the money though, you gotta look at it like this, okay? whether it's $100 or $5,000, right? How fast can you move that? And how much time is that going to take you to do that?
Well, see, that's the other thing. How fast do you need your return on your investment? How fast do you need the ROI, and what kind of ROI are you looking for? Because there's a
lot of times I could say, because Jeff Warren, hey, Snapchat stock for 2 weeks. Yeah, you can go into some stock thing. Sure. I mean, you can go into buying a couple cars. Mm-hmm. You know how many cars are out here? I mean, Hustle and Grow, I think, was in the chat. I mean,
there's some crazy stuff out here. Our daughter's about to turn 16, and we're looking for a car for her. And so,
dude, there's people out here like every day out here. Like I know that Hustle and Grow guy. I mean, he's in Tucson and some other people. But I mean, I'm looking at the car auctions.
Yeah.
I mean,
because that's what we're looking at. How to get her a car.
You can go. I mean, you can go get a car legitimately right now, and especially in this area here, because it's just abundant, I guess. But I mean, $1,000 and literally turn around, maybe have a mechanic look at it, clean it up a little bit, detail it, throw it out there for $4 or $5 grand, and somebody's gonna buy it.
It's totally fun. We have a fun life. We have our ups and downs for sure, just like anywhere. Did you guys ever meet Chris Cornell? We've not met.
We were sitting front row with him, and I walked out of a concert back in '99.
Yeah, we were watching him at a concert. It was at the
Aragon Ballroom.
Was it at the Aragon or was it at the Riv?
One of those two venues. We walked out.
Somewhere in Chicago, and it was horrible. Like, I was so psyched for Chris Cornell.
He would not sing one of his. He wouldn't sing a Soundgarden thing. It was his whole acoustic it wasn't acoustic.
But he didn't sound good either,
It was a solo thing, and he sounded like garbage. He was on drugs.
And
then
a year, but I believe, and I may be wrong in this, but I believe a year shortly after that tour, he came out and said, "Yeah, you guys, I'm so sorry. I was screwed up again." Whatever.
If you listen to him now, he's amazing. But if you go look back, I want to say it's '99 or 2000. If you find any of those bootleg audio recordings of him, they're terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, I've never walked out of a concert in my life.
No, that was the first one
I was screaming at him. I mean, again,
it was horrible.
Literally,
it was horrible.
If you're Chris Cornell and you're sitting right here,
we could touch
right here.
him. It was crazy.
And I'm telling him, and I'm screaming, "Temple the Dog, bro!" And his eyes are rolled in the back of his head.
It was bad.
He was on something.
It really was bad.
No, don't disrespect to Chris Cornell, but that's what happened, and we left. Matter of fact, when we left, a lot of people were leaving.
Yeah, we were not the first to go for sure.
Yeah, I mean, right now, Chris Cornell, great stuff. I mean, some of his acoustic stuff. I mean,
but let's just put it out there. Hunger strike.
Yeah, I mean, can't beat some of that stuff.
Come on. You just who can down it? He was probably drunk as a skunk. I know he had alcohol. Yeah, I mean, he clearly was on something. He did not sound good. It was just horrible.
The thing is, Eddie Vedder was like that too in 2000.
Yeah.
But Eddie Vedder's got some sick power. You could watch him literally on stage drink 3 bottles of wine back then.
Yeah.
And be up there, and it just sounded. It sounds like the record.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
He does have that, but Chris Cornell definitely
he couldn't handle his stuff.
But we've seen him in other places, and he was perfecally fine. So that clearly was a screwed up, show.
And he was probably older, and in '92 Lollapalooza. He was, these are rock stars, guys. They're gonna freaking go crazy. But at the end of the day, seeing a band like Pearl Jam in '92 all the way up to now. I remember watching Pearl Jam. What was it? Were you with me at that show, at the Champaign, Illinois show?
No, I was home with the kids.
I watched him literally smoke 2 packs of cigarettes in an hour and a half. I'm like, oh my gosh. He was just freaking on stage.
You went to Champaign with your uncle.
It's nuts.
Yeah, you went down there with your uncle.
Yeah, Chris Cornell definitely rocks. It was the one. It was a bad show.
It was we attended a bad show. It was horrible. But check your meat.
Yeah, let's check that. What's the best Pearl Jam record?
Oh, okay. What do you think?
10's a classic.
10 is a classic.
I like the No Code. I like them all. Every one of them's got nuggets in them.
And here's the thing. After 10, I have never truly liked an album until I've listened to it a couple of times. But, I like a lot of the songs that are B-side songs. Like Low Light.
Yeah. Well, that wasn't a B-side. It was...
I'm just not the very popular songs.
Yeah.
I like a lot of the songs that weren't radio played.
Yeah, Hunger Strike brings chills. It does when they kick in.
It does. It totally does.
I'm going hungry.
Okay, Pearl Jam Unplugged. Right. Somebody said Alice in Chains Unplugged best ever, but I've got to disagree. I've got to say it was Pearl Jam Unplugged. I'm telling you, Mike puts that on. It's like bow chicka wow wow. Eddie,
no.
Right
there.
There's
three top acoustic shows, right? There's the Pearl Jam MTV Unplugged. Honestly, these are all epic. The Nirvana and the Alice in Chains. Come on. Those are just epic. You can't deny any of those.
Would you sell your wife on eBay? Depends on the day. Depends
Sell her
on
on
whether
eBay?
he loves me that
I
day
need
or
her,
not.
because obviously she's going to be taking over the YouTube channel here, because, just got to do what you got to
Well,
do.
you gotta check. You gotta work.
I got to check my... What?
I was gonna say you gotta work your meat.
Oh,
but
yeah,
that
Mark.
was-
Mark. No, dude, I take that back. The Clapton Unplugged is pretty
Oh,
silly, too.
that is
Yes.
good. You're right.
Yes.
Oh, that is good.
Oh, yeah, there's some good stuff out there.
That's a good one.
Yeah, bands today do totally suck. Neil Unplugged. LL Cool J Unplugged was off the hook. I was just... Dude, see, me and Johnny Goodman stick way too much, because I was going to say, the LL Cool J, but yeah, that's cool. Yeah, cool. Where are we at in terms of time here? I just don't really appreciate you guys watching.
I guess we're at 15 minutes, it looks like.
Obviously, we're not talking about reselling, but it's
We
more
not
along the
really.
lines that I'm just watching the chat, and we're just shooting the stuff with you guys. So if there's any reselling questions, because I know some people like that, right?
I know we're probably like there are probably some
White
people
Zombie, yeah.
who are like, oh my god, this is horrible. This
see
isn't
Rex?
even a reseller thing. Okay.
That's true. Web deals. I always tell my wife I would sell her if she had a barcode.
Do you anticipate the prices of Nintendo DS something? I missed that one.
DS, Wii's, and U changing because of the Nintendo Switch. I think the best bet out of all those is the Wii U's. I think if you can find Wii U stuff, it's definitely a good investment. Good price points. I think that stuff's on the rise. The DS stuff is kind of mass produced. I mean, the Mario games are always going to sell, stuff like that. But the Wii U stuff, I think, is good money because it was limited to some extent, and they pulled it. Not everybody got the Wii U. Yeah. Vanilla Ice turned it out back in the day, yeah. I'll tell you what, though, if you want to go watch those older freaking 80s and 90s rap videos, that'll teach you it'll teach you a whole new thing. Let's look at the style what they're wearing. All that stuff they're wearing now is worth buku bucks to some extent, Look at the old Public Enemy stuff.
That was I've got to really say. I mean, not that I don't like current music. There is some current music that I like, but really, I mean, it isn't the same vibe. And I don't know if that's just us getting older, but I really do try and give current music a chance. And there are some things that I like, but I kind of agree with my kids. Like, my kids both really like the stories that older music tells. And I got to agree with them.
Yeah, the Tommy Hilfiger guys, the starter coats, any of that stuff. Some of the Nautica stuff's going really well right now. The snapback hats. I mean, I don't care what anybody says. People can tell you all day long on YouTube, oh, the market's dead for that. No, it's not. It's not.
Hammer pants, yeah.
Yeah, the hammer pants. I've been waiting to find one of those at a thrift store.
That was my hammer dance.
I used to have the hammer pants. If I found those, I'm in.
You couldn't see my hammer dance, but it was going. Let me tell you, I was breaking it down.
Yeah, Polo Sport. I mean, the Polo stuff with the spell out, dude. I mean, people are paying big bucks for that. Just here, if you don't know, again, you can look at those rap videos from the 90s. But here, if you want a great educational thing that's entertainment to some extent, go look on YouTube Round 2, okay? These guys have retail stores that are, mostly it's shoes, but they got the whole vintage vibe going on. That's always been my thing.
Dude, that MC Hammer tape, it was a cassette tape.
Here comes the hammer.
I was part of Columbia. The Columbia, like, where you bought the music, the Columbia Club thing.
Z Cavaricci, dude. I used to have those.
Too legit to quit.
Cross colors, yeah. Dude, they used to. I remember I had 2 cross color shirts, and I felt like I was the bomb.
Did you?
Well, I'll tell you what. I mean,
I had one cross color.
I
wanted bum equipment.
As much as people want to say I'm a racist guy, I used to play basketball in the hood. You know what I mean?
Did.
So I had to freaking wear the freaking. When I walked in with the cross colors and the Jordans, they're like, damn. Now can you play, boy? I'm like, let me show you something, dude. Dropping threes like John Stockton. Yeah, it's cooking. Anyway, Gerbo, yeah, that was another good one.
Very soon.
Houdini, the old school, right? Freaking Mike. Gerbo, yeah, I think Gerbo right now has got a comeback. Why'd she get so mad?
Because she's hungry. It's past dinner time.
Benetton's a sleeper. It's something to look at. I sold a Benetton shirt, like a spell out one, just a couple
I don't even
month
know
ago.
what that is.
You don't remember Benetton stores? Oh, come on.
You have to remember I grew up on a farm.
Oh, so you're used to like Tractor Supply Company and what was the other store out there?
Farm and Fleet.
Farm and Fleet. That's okay. Yeah. Sugar Hill Gang. I don't know if I'm ever pronouncing this, Chad. You know what I'm talking about here. Varney, France. I can never pronounce that correctly. But yeah, I found It was in Barrington, Illinois, off Route 14. There was this warehouse that said warehouse sale, and this was probably, God, 10 years ago. So I pulled in there, and it was all of that stuff. Polo Sport, I'm sure I'm pronouncing that wrong, Varney or Varnat. Dude, that stuff, dude, I mean, it was expensive back then, and there it was all dead stock. I cleaned them out. I mean, I don't know how much money I made off that deal. I mean, I had glasses, I had Swatch watches. It was like an old, like, couldn't believe it. In the year 2000, it was like a bunch of, like, just dead stock killer 80s stuff. The 90s. It was nuts.
All right, I think we're about to have to...
Hypercolor's good, yeah. Short.
Hypercolor. I loved Hypercolor.
Too Short? Yeah, I used to listen to Too Short. I used to bump the freaking headset with that, man. Stussy, yeah. The Sergio tracksuits, yeah, those are good ones, too. I think all of that stuff, guys, if you could just look at, even like if you can't find those brands and you understand the style of it, man, vintage is kind of where it's at. If you can do the long tail and just kind of maybe sit on some of the stuff and then just put it higher. I mean, there's no sense giving away vintage, you know? I mean, even if you're like, oh my God.
All right, we need to make a choice here, though.
All right, I'm getting off in a second.
Okay.
Shabba Ranks, yep. Too Short Ice Cube were my joint in high school. Yeah, I mean, that stuff was good. Curtis Blow. Bugle Boy, yeah, I remember, was it, there was Toys R Us, and was there Kids R Us? I remember going to Kids R Us. I think they had Bugle Boy. I think they were one of the first national chains for Bugle Boy. I don't know if that stuff's in anymore. You would think it would have a comeback at some point, but, yep, we're, really appreciate you guys hanging out here. I know there wasn't a lot of reselling talk. I tried to answer as many questions as I have. I just think it's fun, you know, that we can kind of come on here and shoot the stuff with you guys and maybe put a smile on your face and maybe look at us and go, man, these guys are nuts in Arizona, man. I'm never going over there. These people are crazy. But, you know, the biggest thing is just that, you know, there's the reselling works. You know, at the end of the day, it works. If you go out there and make it happen, you get the right stuff, you put stuff on you know, if you got a bunch of stuff sitting out there in your eBay store right now, put on, you know, create a markdown manager, right? Get creative. Look at every option with reselling. Just don't focus on one thing, you know, and if you could do that and master that, I think it would be pretty good. The one thing I do want to say is this, and I'm not trying to pimp anything. I don't ever come on here and say, listen, you got to go join my membership site or join this, join that. I just want to say this right now, and there's no monetary gain of what I'm doing right now. I just want you guys to do me a favor. I've got something, and a bunch of others behind the scenes have got something really, really cool. So if you want something new and exciting, that's not going to it's going to help buyers and sellers, guys. This is going to be epic. Go to my website, pick4profit.com/next level, and enter in your email address there. I promise you, we will not spam you with offers to join this or join that. It is just a mailing list for a launch, and this launch is going to be pretty darn cool. And I'm really proud of this, along with the other people that are behind the scenes helping this thing. It's going to be a game changer for a lot of us out there that, you know, whether you're a buyer or a seller. I'm not going to go into great details about it right now, but at the end of the day, a lot of people have asked, a lot of people said this, and this is that, and I think, you know, we've got something here for the whole reselling community if they want to, right? That's going to be pretty epic. And again, there's no fee or anything like that for any of this. Just sign up so you'll get notified of it. Craziness in the chat. Link in the chat. Let me put in the chat here real quick, guys. Again, I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just trying to say, listen, man, we're going to have something pretty cool coming out here. And, you know, we want you guys to be a part of it. And, again, no obligation, nothing of that nature. But it's pretty silly. Some of the people in Pick for Profit know exactly what I'm talking about. But at the end of the day, it's a game changer. And we're going to make a big mark as resellers, as a group, to go out and do this, right? So I just put in the chat there. You can take a look at it. Yeah, it's definitely, yeah, Duane's in the house, peddling profits. It's cool, guys. It's definitely cool. Check it out when it does get launched. It's a game changer. Let's put it this way. Nobody's even talking about this. Nobody's even doing anything like this. It is going to blow your mind to some extent. If you're into making money or if you're into buying things, it's pretty darn slick. So awesome. Really appreciate you guys here. Don't want to take too much of your time. I know I've said in my videos a lot of times where it's like, hey, you know, I don't want to waste your time. And so it's been hard for me to do a lot of like these live things because I know how valuable your time is, right? But I know some of you want more in-depth stuff or more, you know, personal stuff, and that's why we're doing these with me and Kim, and we're just like, hey, let's just shoot the stuff like we're family, right? So I like doing this stuff like that, but I know some people, it's not for everybody. You know, I can't appease and make everybody happy, but we want to keep doing these because it's fun. You know, we just shoot around and literally, I mean, I had no topic tonight. I'm just going off what you guys are saying in the chat, and just so I can answer questions if they come up, but also just kind of whatever we're talking about. So you guys rock. Till next time, we're out of here. Peace.